boys and girls. My name is Miss Patty and this is Miss Kaitlin. And we're from Norwich Dental Center. And this is February. So what does February mean to us? It means Dental Health Month. So we are here to help you learn how to take care of your teeth and take care of them in the proper way so you can keep them for a lifetime. So first of all, what we're going to do is we're going to have a story read about Douglas. Douglas is the Tooth Fairy's pet monster, and this is what Douglas looks like. So I want you to listen real closely to Miss Kaitlin as she tells you all about what Douglas does to learn about how to take care of your teeth.
All right, guys, so this is Douglas. He is the Tooth Fairy's favorite pet monster. This story is dedicated to every kid who's ever lost a tooth and wondered where it went after the Tooth Fairy came to visit. Read on to follow your tooth's journey and learn about the Tooth Fairy's pet monster, Douglas. Ever wonder where teeth go after the Tooth Fairy takes them away? No, she doesn't use them to build a gigantic toothy castle, or take them on a secret tropical getaway, or save them up like marbles in a jar. The Tooth Fairy does not do any of these things. Read on to learn about the Tooth Fairy's pet. He travels everywhere with her. This is Douglas. Douglas says hi. He is the Tooth Fairy's pet. He is in training right now. Just like when you bring a new pet home, Douglas has to be trained on good habits. He is learning all about how to keep his smile healthy. You see, he has a weakness for sweets. He wants to eat ice cream and cotton candy and chocolate pudding all the time. Sugar makes him grumpy. He just wants to crunch and chomp. When you hear of a pet monster hiding under the bed, he's not really mean. Chances are he's a lot like Douglas. He hasn't completed his training yet. So he goes looking for your old Halloween candy and cookie crumbs. Douglas doesn't care. He'll eat anything. But when Douglas is trained, he's not grumpy anymore. He's gentle and playful. He enjoys foods like broccoli and apples and carrots. He doesn't have to hide under the bed looking for candy wrappers. While Douglas is in training, he has a very special job. Whenever you lose a tooth, he hears a sound. It's like a doorbell. His ears are very sensitive. Douglas runs to tell the Tooth Fairy. Tooth Fairy, roar! Another kid lost a tooth. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. The Tooth Fairy brings Douglas along with her, right into your bedroom and straight over to the pillow where you hid your tooth. After she gets the tooth from your pillow and leaves you a surprise, she gives the tooth to Douglas. Douglas holds your tooth up to his ear and he listens. He listens very closely. Teeth are so quiet that only pet monsters can hear them. And the tooth begins to tell him a story. Look at him holding that tooth up to his ear. He's listening to the tooth. He's listening to the story. What do you think the story is about? It's about you and all the foods you ate. Your tooth remembers everything and tells Douglas all about it. That's how Douglas learns how to eat right so his teeth don't fall out before he's 70. If you ate lots of fruits and vegetables, his training goes faster. But if you ate lots of candy, he starts to think he should eat more candy. Douglas just wants to eat like a healthy kid. Guess where your tooth goes next? The Tooth Fairy and Douglas take it back to the official tooth library. Now other pet monsters can borrow a tooth and listen to it whenever they want. Teeth teach them healthy habits like eating right and brushing and flossing. The more monsters learn, the faster their training goes. Be good to your teeth so they can teach pet monsters how to be healthy, just like you. See how the teeth are up on the bookcase? Just like little books. The end. That's all about Douglas.
So Douglas had to listen really closely to hear what you guys ate. So it's really important that you take the time to eat those things that are good for your body. It's just not your teeth, it's your whole body we want to take care of, because it starts here but it ends up all over. So we want to be very careful on how we take care of our teeth. And brushing is very, very important. So we're going to have a couple friends help demonstrate how to brush, but we have a few things that we need to talk about with this brush. So there's all kinds of brushes out there. You can have electric brushes, battery operated brushes, any of these work, or you can have a straight manual brush, a simple toothbrush that you hold in your hand. But what's most important, if you look at these bristles, they're all standing straight up. So I want you to think about, when you're brushing, your bristles need to be straight like soldiers, straight up and down. We don't want them going this way and that way and all over the place, because they won't work. It won't brush your teeth properly. So remember, soldiers, straight up and down, okay? That's really important. And they're soft. You want them nice and soft. So, we have a timer here, and this timer is a 2-minute timer. So Miss Kaitlin and I are going to show you how long 2 minutes is to brush your teeth. You may think you do a really, really good job, but chances are you're probably not brushing 2 minutes. And we'd like you to do this at least once a day. So I'm going to flip this over. You ready, Miss Kaitlin?
I am, Miss Patty.
Okay, so we've already put our water on a brush. We put a dab of toothpaste, not a whole thing, just a teeny bit. Okay, ready? I'm going to turn it over.
All right, let's
Here we go. And start.
do little circles.
So we want to think about the circles going round and round. Just like, I know you guys know a song, the wheels on the bus do what? Round and round. Not up and down. Sometimes the kids on the bus go up and down, but your brush needs to go round and round. And keep an eye and watch how Miss Kaitlin's going round and round. Little tiny circles all around the mouth. And we're going, Miss Kaitlin, are we done yet? No, my goodness.
No, we're not even halfway done,
Not
Miss
even
Patty.
close. So we need to make sure we get all the way around each and every tooth. And make sure we get down below too. Don't forget down below, we got a whole bunch of teeth down there. How many teeth do you guys think you guys have? I bet you probably have about 20 teeth in your mouth. That's a lot of teeth to keep clean. We gotta make sure we do the inside, the outside. Miss Kaitlin, we're not even halfway done yet. So see, we're close to being we're not even close to being done. So round and round, little tiny circles. And don't forget the very back molars, back here, way in the back. We gotta get way back there, little circles, way, way, way back. And round, going all the way down. Each tooth, I want you to think about doing each tooth as you brush. Little tiny circles with your soft bristle toothbrush and your bristles that are straight like soldiers. This is a little bit of time, so at least once a day we want you brushing. And make sure you brush the biting surfaces. That's where those Oreos get, the M&Ms get, the Skittles get, all that. Miss Kaitlin, we're getting close. Make sure you go all the way around.
Miss Patty, are you sure we haven't been brushing for 5 minutes?
We're not there yet. We're close. And guess what, Miss Kaitlin? We're done.
Whew,
Whew, that was a long time.
that's
right?
only 5 minutes.
I know, it's a long time. So remember, you've got to brush at least once a day for 2 minutes. Like, have a timer. And your bristles of your brush, you want those bristles of your brush just like a soldier, okay? That's really important. So like Miss Kaitlin's showing you now, when you start your timer, you already want your toothpaste on there, your water on there, and you start your brushing when you do the turning of that sand so it goes all to one end, and you keep brushing. Very, very, very important, because we don't want to have a lot of plaque on our teeth. And one of the most important things is we want you to see what a healthy mouth looks like. And now some of these pictures may make you a little gross, so you better not have eaten when you look at this. This is a nice, healthy, adult teeth. Really nice and pretty. No plaque or anything like that. So I'm gonna ask you guys to do one thing for me. I want you to take your pointer finger. And I want you to take, I'm not gonna do it because I have my mask on now, but I want you to take it up along your pointer finger, and I want you to scrape that front tooth all the way around the top here. Just scrape around there. And then I want you to look at that. There shouldn't be anything on that at all. If there is, that's called plaque. And plaque is where sugar bugs live. And we do not like sugar bugs, because that's what can leave holes in your teeth. So when you see plaque on your teeth, this is what it looks like. And if you look, the gums are really red and angry. They're very, very sad. And if you brush them, even if you were using the right brush and the little circles going round and round, this would bleed all up in here. And we do not want your gums to bleed. Healthy gums should never, ever, ever bleed. That's very important. Because when we eat lots of sugar and we leave plaque on our teeth, what happens? We get holes in our teeth. That's what a cavity looks like. None of us want cavities. That makes us very sad. So, we're going to review here really quickly. So you want to brush for how long?
2 minutes.
And you want your brush to look like what?
Soldier.
Soldiers, straight up and down. And it needs to be soft. So look, this is an example of how we do not want your brush to look. This is an example how we do want your brush to look. Very, very important, okay? The next thing we're going to talk about is how much sugar we eat. There's all kinds of sugar in our diet. And Miss Kaitlin, what did you have for breakfast this morning?
I had cereal.
Cereal. I didn't have any breakfast this morning, Miss Kaitlin, but that's okay. I'm glad you had cereal.
It was good.
So cereal, breakfast in general is good for you, but we need to watch what kinds of breakfast we have and how much sugar is in it. There's tons of hidden sugar all throughout everything we eat every day. So we're going to say, Miss Kaitlin, I don't know if this is what she had, but we're going to say she had Trix. So this is an example of how much sugar is in Trix. Not a ton, but there's some. I think the best one to have, is Cheerios, is very low. Now, if it were up to me and I had my choice, I might like that for breakfast, a Cinnabon, but look at all the sugar. That is a ton of sugar in there. Very, very bad for our mouths. But now some people have an Eggo, they'll have orange juice, and they'll have syrup and things like that. Look at that. If you just had your Eggo waffle, that only has one little sugar. But look, if you put syrup on it, how much sugar there's on there. And if you added orange juice to it, that would give you even more sugar. And I'll show you that one later. But let's say banana. Bananas sound good, don't they?
Yeah.
Do they have sugar in them?
Yeah.
Bananas have a lot of sugar. That's a huge amount of sugar for a piece of fruit. But if you had something like pineapple, that has very little. Now, if you had orange juice, that's what we talked about earlier, and you added your orange juice to already your syrup and your Eggo, and that's a lot of sugar. That would make you all crazy when you get to school, when we all get back to school, which we hope. So, drinks. Everybody likes to have sodas. Everybody likes to have all different kinds of things. Did you ever think about how much sugar is in those things? So, there's a lot of people I know that love this. This is Mountain Dew. This is the worst possible soda you can have. So, if in any way possible, avoid Mountain Dew. This is very, very bad for your teeth. And milkshakes, unfortunately. Look how much sugar is in a milkshake. That's a chocolate milkshake from McDonald's. And that's not even a big one. And this is where everybody falls short, I think. We all love our Starbucks. Look how much sugar is in that. That is a ton. And then, I like snacks. Do you like snacks?
I love snacks.
So in the middle of the day, we might be tired. We might want something to eat. Well, we might have cookies in the back. Look at that. You got to be careful, and see, serving size has a big indication of how much, maybe just a couple versus a lot. So you want to be careful. But you know, Valentine's Day is coming up, and I'm sure people will have candy with that.
Oh, yes.
Starburst. Look how many. And the thing that's bad about Starburst is when you're brushing your teeth, there's pits and grooves in the backs of your teeth and your molars, and they like to get stuck in there. And Skittles, look at that. All kinds of sugar in that. So, do you think Miss Kaitlin and I never have any sugar? We do have sugar, but we do something very important each time we do. We like to brush our teeth, and we like to brush our teeth for 2 minutes, at least once a day. Our brush is a soldier. When you look at the bristles, it's straight up and down. But you have to realize, in everything we eat, there's pretty much sugar that's hidden. I mean, anything that you eat, you could have sugar in it. Like ketchup. Did you ever think about ketchup that you put on your French fries? Look at that. It's got sugar in it. So it's not that you don't always stay away from sugar, because you're going to have sugar in your diet. It's that you brush your teeth and you take care of the ones that you were given. This first set are your primary teeth. They're your baby teeth. They're your practice teeth. So we want to practice really well in keeping them free from cavities and free from plaque and free from any holes whatsoever in them. We want to take good care of them. Anything else you got to say, Miss Kaitlin?
I think that's it.
Well, we're going to leave you guys with another video, a link to a video where you can watch Dudley go to an office like ours out here at Norwich Dental Center. You can see what his experience is, and you guys have to realize how lucky you are. I think Dudley has, listen for it, I think he has 240 teeth that he has to brush. You guys only have 20. So please take good care of them. Make sure you wash your hands and wear your mask.